Welcome to Student of the Game podcast, where we help you master the fundamentals, fall in love with practice, and win at the game of life. I'm your host, Brad Noll. Welcome to the classroom. Welcome to another episode of The Huddle. I'm your host, Brad Noll, and we are going to recap the episode with Jamie Miller, CEO and owner of Gold Key Home Inspections. Jamie's been a friend, somebody, a business vendor, a partner in success over the last several years, and we've really enjoyed watching and seeing his business grow. But Jamie's got a story. You all have a story. If you're listening right now, you have a story, and the story's not over. It's still being written, and that's a cool part about all of us. Jamie came to us and shared a story, and there's some parts to the story that I didn't even know. So this is pretty cool. We dove into it, but to give you a little overview, really this episode with Jamie was all about navigating the challenging journey to business success. It often requires perseverance, adaptability, and really the support of a strong community. Really was the theme of Jamie's conversation. And he's a seasoned home inspector, and he has experienced, just like all of us, many significant lessons that all of us aspiring entrepreneurs and industry professionals go through. And if you ask him, he doesn't want to do it again, but it was the making of who he is. And he learned a lot of lessons. So let's dive into it. This is a short episode. This is a recap. If you're listening to this is coming out right before Father's Day, so happy Father's Day to all you dads out there. Man, as a dad, you embody a massive role in people's lives. So I just want to give a shout out to the dads, the uncles, the grandfathers, the pet dads, the dads of pets. You are a strong male figure, and I commend you for that. So this is coming out right around Father's Day. If you're listening to this and this is like a year or half a year after Father's Day, 2 months after Father's Day, just know I'm cheering for you, Dad. Anyway, Jamie talked about really three main things. As I go back and I re-listened to this episode, it was really cool to kind of listen to the theme of it. But three main things that I took away from Jamie that I hope you do too. The first one was really invest in personal growth. Invest in personal growth. The second was the importance of a support system. Who do you have around you? I tell my kids all the time, you become the sum of the 5 people you spend the most time with. You've probably heard that before. And then value of community and mentorship. What are you learning from other people, but then what are you giving back? And that was really a theme from Jamie. So invest in personal growth, the importance of support systems, and the value of community and mentorship. Let's talk about investing in personal growth for a second. That's a willingness to bet on oneself and invest in personal development. It's actually essential, whether it's through a coach, a mentor, either of those. People that have been there and done that, people that are ahead of the journey, ahead of you on the journey. Find those people and get them in your lives as fast as possible. I believe it just propels you, whether it's business growth, personal growth, it broadens your perspectives. When Lindsay and I first got married, we joined a married couples class. Well, who taught that class? It wasn't somebody who just got married. Like, what are they going to teach us? We're all going through the same thing. It was somebody who already had some kids, who was already, 1-2 phases of life ahead of us. They taught us how to, have conversations around the holidays when both sets of parents are going to want, us to visit, and we're trying to coordinate holidays. That's personal growth. Invest in personal growth. I think it was, Ben Franklin said, the greatest return on investment you'll ever get is an investment in yourself. I think about my business and where I came from, and some of the risks that I took. We've spent I can't even count how much money we've spent on travel to conferences and seminars and events, and we've put ourselves out there. I remember, and I still get this way, which is great, by the way. I still get this way, but I remember being so nervous, like talking to Lindsay, saying, "We don't deserve to be in this room. This room is full of rock stars, people that are so far ahead of us, people that are wealthy, people that, and just everything that made me play small, everything that made me feel smaller than what I was." And you can't really grow if you're not willing to take those risks. Whether it's groups that I'm a part of, associations that I'm a part of, financial risks we've taken, the one thing is we've invested in our personal growth. And I hope if you're listening right now, I don't care how old you are, I don't care how young you are, it's never too late to start investing in yourself. Invest in yourself, invest in personal growth. And that was one of the main themes from Jamie. So I really appreciate him saying that. The importance of support systems. If you're driving in the car or walking the dog and you think to yourself right now, who is my support system? Who do I have? I think that's a funny thing. Most of us are wired that when we're going through something, we're trying to figure out the how. How can I get out of this situation? How can I grow? How can I get better? And I just believe that how's important, but who is more important. When you're going through something, when you're trying to figure out life, who? Who's been there? If it's something with my kids, I need who can help me. If it's something with my finances, who's been there, and the importance of that support system, having people. I heard a buddy of mine, Ben Andrews. He told me at one point he had a board of directors. Okay, I believe there's 5 circles in life. You've got your faith, your family, your business, your financial life, and your personal life. And personal is kind of mind and body, right? It's your mental health, it's your physical health. And he had a board of directors, and it wasn't one person who was like this great guru about life that could help him with everything. It was somebody that he really listened to when it came to faith. It was somebody he really admired when it came to family. Somebody who was just a stud when it came to business, somebody who was a wizard when it came to finances, and somebody who was just the goat when it came to mindset and personal mind and body. And he had that board of directors. Maybe you need a board of directors. Maybe let's just start with one area of your life. What's one area of your life that you need a support system? Is it your faith? Are you not grounded? Are you thinking about yourself all day long? Is life not bigger than who you are and what you're going through? Maybe you need some help with your faith. Maybe you need some help with your family. We all work hard. We're all trying to provide. But I remember when I was young, the lie that I told myself was, I'm doing this for my family. And I remember probably the second or third month when I was working probably 60, 70, 80 hours before we had kids, I kept telling my wife, I'm doing this for us. I'm doing this for us. And she felt lonely. And she's like, well, there's not going to be an us. I don't know if she actually said that, but that's what came to my mind right now. There's not going to be an us. If you're doing this for us, but us doesn't get to come along with you, then you're not doing it for us. And that was just really impactful at the time. So who are your support systems? I know Lindsay and I joke around. If she ever leaves me, I'm coming with her. Like, she's my number one support system. She's my biggest fan. I'm her biggest fan. And we support each other. It's not a competition. It's not competing for who can provide more here or there. No, it's not 50-50. It's 100. I'm going to give 100 and she's going to give 100. And that's going to get us a lot further than us giving 50-50. I'll go halfway, you go halfway, let's meet in the middle. Nope, that's not how it works. Time out. Student of the Game is brought to you by Noll Team Real Estate. Our mission is to eradicate mediocre real estate transactions. On your largest financial purchase, you shouldn't have to deal with average. We do this by helping you save time, reduce your stress, and helping you keep as much money in your pocket as we can. You can help us out by introducing us to your friends or family who want to make confident real estate decisions, whether buying, selling, building, or investing. At Noll Team Real Estate, we are connected to a group of realtors who sell 1 in every 8 homes in North America. If you know someone moving out of your area, there's a great chance we can connect them to somebody we know, like, and trust. Remember, relationships win. Now back to the show. The importance of a support system. Jamie talked about having a supportive spouse or partner plays a critical role in enduring hardships and achieving long-term success. Listen, I don't think I have to tell you life is isolating. Life can be isolating. And you should not do this by yourself. If you're doing this by yourself, please reach out and get help. I mean that. I think it was The Millionaire Mind, wrote by Thomas Stanley, talked about the number one attribute to millionaires was a supportive spouse. And I'm not saying you have to be a millionaire, right? I've actually heard this, and this is something that I really believe. You don't have to be a millionaire. Somebody says, be a millionaire, not because of what you get, but be a millionaire because of who you have to become. And let me take that out of context. Set a goal, any goal, set a goal, not just for achieving the goal, but becoming the person you have to become to hit that. If I want to run a marathon, which I don't, I like running. I'm not going to lie. I don't want to run a marathon. My buddies, if somebody wants to sign up for half marathon, I'd think about it. I like running. I don't know if I want to run a marathon, but find something that you want to do, something that's so big, you don't know how to do it right now. And doing that goal is important. right? Hitting a certain number in sales, awesome. Taking a family vacation that's just out of this world that your family's never done before, and you're going to feel judged because of how awesome this vacation is. Go do something. Go write that down. But don't do it just for the sake of doing it and hitting the goal. Do it because the person you have to become. I have to watch my finances if I want to take a massive vacation. I have to watch my health. I can't stay up past midnight watching my programs. If I want to run a marathon, I've got to train my mind and body. Who are you going to become? So I believe that's what your support systems do for you. They challenge you. It's like an accountability partner. I love it. I could go on and on about accountability. That's going to be a whole nother episode, by the way. But the third thing was that Jamie talked about was value of community and mentorship. Engaging in a collective of peers and mentors has allowed for shared knowledge and provides a buffer against adversity. I love it. He talked about this all the time. He talked about the group that he's in. I think he called it the millionaire investor group or something like, or a millionaire inspector group, and how that's really changed his life. So he talked about professional coaching, and his journey was he sought out this coaching company back when he wanted to get rid of his job, change jobs, be in business for himself, and he found this coaching program. And he has benefited so much. Him and his wife Donna have benefited so much from this coaching program that now he goes and he teaches and he trains because he's so passionate about mentoring. And that's important. It's just like life. I have my wife and I joke around. Life gives to the giver and takes from the taker. I don't want to be known as a taker. I don't want to be known as somebody who's shrewd and who a great negotiator, sure. A wise businessman, absolutely. But a taker, come on. Are you serious? No, absolutely not. Not a taker at all. I want people to know that I gave everything I have. I give to others, and that's really what mentorship's about. Is it's giving your knowledge. It's part of doing this podcast. I love it when I'm just walking around, family's out to dinner, and this happened a little while ago. Family was out to dinner, and waiter comes up and he's like, "Mr. Noll, really love your podcast. Great episode. And you know what? I'm going to keep doing it. I'm going to keep doing it for you. I'm going to keep doing it for you, the listener, because after 21 years of building a business, if I can share my adversity, if I can share my struggle, if I can share some of my successes, and it helps you with the learning curve, helps you grow your business faster, helps you hit your goals faster, I'm here for that. My mission. I want to help others win. So, quick story about Jamie is really when he got into professional coaching, both personal and business growth, when he focused on that, it was in 2009. There was financial scarcity. He took a leap of faith. He invested in a business coach and a program, and it was pivotal, and it changed his life. And Jamie said, he goes, I faxed in my application, and 3 months later, I was able to quit my job at the factory and jump full time into home inspecting. And he credits the millionaire inspector community. So that's what that was. And he escaped many failed attempts at trying to jump into being in business for himself. Being in business for yourself is not for the faint of heart. One of the things that Jamie does is he just keeps the end in sight. He underscores the importance of maintaining a growth-focused mindset. His journey was punctuated by numerous setbacks, including staffing crisis and business downturns. And he's really just shared his willingness to recalibrate and invest in self-improvement. And it was paramount. Oh, and by the way, when you invest in yourself, it doesn't mean you're done. Like there's not an ending point to that. Like what you're signing up for personal growth and development, it's constant. One of our core values is grow constantly. And I say this a lot, it's one of the hardest ones for most people to swallow because grow constantly can have that feel of I'm not good enough or when is it going to end? Why do we have to keep improving? Like I just want to settle in, right? I want to settle. No, it's grow constantly because guess what? When you learn something, there's going to be another setback, and that's getting to that next level. I don't want to use this podcast to talk about Caitlin Clark, but you look at what's happening with her and some of the challenges of rising to that next level. I mean, she has absolutely transformed women's basketball. And there's other female athletes that are doing the exact same thing. But obviously, this is how the story works. We like to build people up, in the spotlight, and then we like to tear them down. And she's getting a lot of abuse right now. She's getting a lot of challenges thrown her way, and she's at a new level. So what got her here won't get her there. If you haven't heard that, listen to that again. What got you here won't get you there. And that's what grow constantly means for us. So Caitlin Clark was the absolute dog. She was the GOAT, whatever you want to use to describe her when she played for Iowa and she was in the NCAA. Now she's in the WNBA and she's in that next level. And I was just talking to my barber this week, and shout out to Jeff. And look at that fade, though, if you're watching the podcast. Anyway, I digress. So we're talking about getting to that next level. Jeff is a professional volleyball player. We played at IPFW at the exact same time. I was obviously playing basketball, and we talked about that. When I was in high school, I had a great high school career. I had a really good high school career, and I get to college, and when I'm 19 years old, I'm actually a better basketball player. I'm smarter. I'm more athletic. I'm more in shape. I'm a better basketball player than I was 1 year prior when I was 18. When I was 18, I was the man in high school, averaging 25 a game. Doesn't matter. The stats don't matter. What matters was I was at the peak in high school, and then I go to college, and I'm a better basketball player. But guess what? I was on a new level. I was carrying the bags. I was the rookie. I was the yes man. Whatever the seniors wanted. If they wanted me to go get their meal for them, I went and got their meal for them. I was carrying their bags, on road trips. I was at a new level. And that's to be expected. And adversity is going to come. Whether you believe in investing in yourself or not, when you get to that next level, adversity is going to come. Jamie, thank you so much for joining us on the podcast. Jamie and his wife, Donna, have Gold Key Home Inspections. I would encourage you, if you're somebody who's buying a home, to use and to talk to Gold Key Home Inspections. They do a great job. They've been a fantastic business partner of ours. But the other thing I would actually encourage you to do is, if you're a homeowner in Allen County and the surrounding areas, actually Northeast Indiana, if you're listening to this, they do re-inspections. Lindsay and I have lived in our home for about 16, 17 years now, and we've had them to our home, I think 3 or 4 times, just every several years, to re-inspect it, to make sure we're not falling behind on the maintenance and some of the things that need to be done. So they've been a huge asset to our business. Jamie comes in and talks to our team a lot, and it's been great. So Jamie, thank you for being a business partner. Go look up Gold Key Home Inspections. I think they have a TikTok and an Instagram, and they've got some funny videos on there. They for insurance and legal purposes, I think they wear some body cams, and they run into some interesting stuff. But if you want to learn more about home inspections and how to really keep great care of your home, check them out. So Jamie, thank you so much for being a part of this. I know legacy is important. I know giving back is important, and you do a great job. So you, the listener, thank you for listening to this podcast. Thanks for listening to Jamie. Thanks for listening to other episodes. Go ahead and rate and review us. Give us a review, share these episodes with a friend. I'm excited that I can take what I've learned over the 21 years of being in business for myself and share that with you, the listener. So remember, relationships win. In the game of life, relationships win. That's a wrap. Thanks for listening to Student of the Game podcast. Whatever game you are playing, I'm cheering for you. See you in the next class.